All right, hi guys, it's Dr. Emer in West Hollywood, and we have a follow-up of a patient that we did the CO2 laser on, how many weeks ago? Was it 3 or 4?
4.
4 weeks ago, and he's doing actually phenomenal. A lot of people online were asking me questions about his treatment because of his background ethnicity. They were worried for him. They were thinking that he was going to get a lot of hyperpigmentation and even scarring after the CO2. But as you can see, when you go to an expert and you get the proper post-care and pre-care, which we did a Cosmetic peel and skincare before, and then we did aftercare, LED therapy plus skincare, turn all the way to the left. He did very well. What you can see now, and it's hard for you guys to probably see because I have a polarized light here, but do you guys have focus?
Yeah.
So with the focus, you can see the redness is all within his scars. That's exactly what we want. That's collagen production. And the reason he has that is because we did not only a superficial type of CO2, we did a deep type of CO2. And the deep CO2 takes at least 6 to 8 weeks to heal, but we hit it in between that time period with things like this called laser genesis that deeply heats the skin to build collagen. So if we take a look, as we do more passes, he's gonna get red and feel heat. What does it feel like right now?
Just a burning sensation.
And how hot is it out of 1 out of 10?
It's probably like a 4 or 5 right now.
Perfect. So we want it to get to a 5 or 6. When it gets to that, you tell me, and we move, okay? We wanna build up that heat because we want that deep dermal heating to give him some collagen production, okay? And what that also is gonna do is decrease a little redness in his skin over time. So he'll be more red right now, but the redness will go down much more quickly. Turn to the right a little bit, all the way, good.
What kind of device is this that you're using?
So the Laser Genesis is a 1064 YAG laser. This is, again, doesn't heat the epidermis, it just goes deep. Turn all the way a little bit for me, there you go. Goes deep into the skin, and this allows us to concentrate on building collagen, reducing pigmentation, and improving redness, especially within the scars. You can see even here, he has some redness in those deeper scars that we did stronger lasering on because we did a pretty aggressive 80% double pass fractional with deep FX. So he got a strong treatment, and right now we're just doing that follow-up.
It feels like a 6 right now.
Okay, now it feels hot, so we're gonna turn back. We're gonna do one more pass on the top, okay? If it gets too hot, you let me know. Almost. Good, turn to the left. We're gonna go back and just do a little bit more heating. How are you now?
I'm leaving.
Okay. And this is a microsecond type of laser, so the heating is so fast that you can't even burn the surface. Good, turn this way.
What are those sparks or pops we see?
So sometimes there's a little bit of water, oil, or debris on the surface like hair follicles. Those little sparks can pop up. Doesn't harm the skin if you're moving, but if you stay in one place too long, you can burn. So the Laser Genesis basically deeply heats to build collagen and get rid of redness. It's one of our favorite treatments for those that have active acne, rosacea, dilated pores, fine lines, anyone that wants some tightening. It's really good for decreasing oil in the pores. So you can see when we go over the nose, all those sparks because there's so much oil in his blackheads. And they're all getting stimulated. Sorry. He felt it now a little bit, which is normal. And then that's it. So normally you can also treat at the same time with something called the XLV, which is the more superficial wavelength, but he doesn't really need it because the majority of his redness is deeper in those scars for the healing of the CO2 laser. Perfect. So that's Laser Genesis, and we'll move on right now to some Belladonna.